Hi, my name is Cedric and welcome back to my YouTube channel.
Honestly.
Hey, Uncle Kenny! Football! Hey, yeah!
I know what you're gonna say. I changed my hair.
It was so long. It was so long and I didn't like it. I didn't like it. So I got it cut.
My friend, my faithful friend, speak to me.
Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop.
The year's almost over. And that is such good and needed news. We are doing 2 behind the scenes videos today, so make sure you stick around after the first one. We're going to do Blood, Sweat, and Tears, which I love the video. I love the symbolism. I have not watched any explanation videos, and I'm not going to because that's part of the universe, and I don't want it spoiled. So whatever I missed, I'm excited to learn about. After that, I'm going to watch The Life Goes On, which I just reacted to last week. So that wasn't last week. That was like 3 days ago. Time doesn't exist. Time doesn't matter. It's 2020. Things are weird. I just watched that music video, so I'm excited to see that. After this is going to be on Kinetic Manifesto, hopefully in the same video if I have enough time to do that. If not, that'll be just both videos for next week. Deswida. It's coming. I'm actually probably not even going to set like a premiere like I usually do, so you all know what's coming. I might give you like an hour warning before it goes up as a premiere. But I'm literally just going to drop that one time. Like it's just going to happen. Because it gets so heavily requested that I think it's going to be fun. I'll just surprise you with it. Little Christmas season surprise. Happy holidays. Thank you again to those of you who are on Patreon, who have supported me there. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Well, let's do this thing.
땀 눈물을 흘려가면서 준비를 했습니다. 품격 있는 그런
Forgot how much I like this song. Aristocratic, sure. I love their costumes.
건방진 느낌이야.
They talked about it being aristocratic. Look at the patterns that they have that also fit within the color scheme. It fits really, really well. I don't remember what roles each of them had, but I'm willing to bet that the patterns that they had referenced kind of their role within the world that they were creating in this video. So just look at the detail on it. It almost creates a texture. With costumes, you really want texture. Look at the shirt I'm wearing. That kind of pops on camera more than just like a flat t-shirt. It just looks more interesting visually. So you can actually see a little bit of the texture on everything that they're doing. I'm not into costuming. That's not my kind of skill set at all. But note how they're doing that. It kind of makes it pop a little bit more on camera.
개인 스토리에 아픔이 있는 그런 시인데요. 베일을 친 채 약간 고통스러워하다가 등에 날개가 찢어진 채 다시
Look at that lighting. They're coming from light from down below and light from up top to create that look.
주가입니다. 저는 이제
Oh, that makeup was interesting on his face.
연주하는 그런 컨셉인데 전원은 연결이 안 돼 있어요.
I loved the organ part of this. I should have mentioned that. I grew up in the Lutheran church with a lot of hymns. So I had an organ every Sunday, and I just love that sound. I still love that sound. So I forgot about that part of the song. I loved that part of the video.
이번 뮤비는 색감 아트적인
It was very focused on colors.
색인데 영상을 보면 되게 초록색깔의 물질적인 것들이 되게 많이 나요.
I did, yeah, I remember that. Hey, did you notice that guy adjusting the tree in the back? That's called a greens department. Sometimes they're called foliage, but you can have a whole career just doing trees in film and TV and stuff like that. You'd be amazed. I've been on sets where I've walked into a room in a warehouse and they built a forest. It's amazing. Amazing how many jobs there are that you don't think of in this industry. Look at that lighting. I bet that's a whole sheet that they're just diffusing diffusing light through. Yeah. I love ramen. They rapped on that scene. Nice, just doing a smoke bomb. Oh, dope. Okay. I absolutely assumed that they cut when they went up the floor. I just assumed that they were two different sets, but that's actually a double leveled set and they just craned up. I'm going to take it back 5 because I want to know. I bet I can't tell, but... Oh, maybe. Did he just step off? He did. So they actually pulled the crane up and he just stepped off and walked straight through. Or notice too that the painting that was back there is green screened. Drop off. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. You gotta be careful when putting that makeup on. Those are nice pajamas. They remind me of Count Dooku's fancy pajamas on Battlefront 2. That is by far the best skin on that game. By far. I'm not afraid of heights. It's cool. I'm not afraid of falling. It's like flying. It's the landing part that scares me. Landing is scary. This was a cool part of the video. Okay, so the statue behind him was on some sort of fabric, so that wasn't an actual statue. He did a good job. He didn't flinch at all. Not making that an actual statue lets you use it for lighting too. They really just seem like so much fun. Gosh, look at that lighting. They just had a floodlight and they used the fog to fill it. That would be kind of weird. Kiss the statue. It looked amazing. I love the symbolism. Yeah, some of you pointed this out. Some of them are playing like... I think they're... The younger members of the group are playing the younger members. And they're paired with an older member. That's really cool. Riding a bike through an art museum. Ooh, that's high up to be lifting that gimbal. That's not easy on the shoulders. I love the location. I assume it's all built. It's amazing. Look at the lighting on that. Decadent. That's a good word for it. Do the dance. So I bet that's actually a dance floor that's just sort of painted just to make it easier on them. I bet it's hardwood. Can't tell though. And they need a cool down. I bet it's hot under those lights. Because they have a light coming in through each of these doorways. I assume it's just a diffused light. Then they have a different light here in the back because it's a cooler tone. It's not the warm orange tone from over here. And then they have a floodlight coming down, and they obviously have lights pointed toward them as well. So that is not easy to dance in, especially in all the layers that they're wearing. Not easy to do. Well, that was cool. I'm a little bit surprised by how they structured some of those sets, but it makes sense. What they were doing with a budget like what they have is probably easier than what, I would have thought. They just built multiple sets and then matched it on a cut. But to just be able to lift the camera up straight up and have him walk through, that works. And it looks great, and it achieves a look that you can't quite get by just doing that in post. That was very cool. You guys are right. The more I watch of them not necessarily in the videos, the more I'm like, I really just want to hang out with them. They seem super cool. Okay, we can't take too much time. We got to get to the next video. It's a lot longer. Okay, Life Goes On shooting sketch. Oh, it's not as long as I thought. It's only 6 minutes. I couldn't find a Bangtan subs version, so I assume it's not out. So they have what looks like official closed captions. This house looks a lot like the one from Parasite. Where he's sitting, it looks a lot like the front yard from Parasite. I've been singing this song ever since I listened to it. Oh really? He's working as the op on this. I don't know what kind of camera that is. I can't tell. So this is all the stuff during the first chorus. This is what they shot to look like film. It looks like it's a digital camera. I can't tell what kind. Maybe a red. I noticed the silhouettes in the video. I don't think I mentioned them, but look at the texture on the rock behind too. It just looks good on camera. I always wish I had learned how to play guitar. I didn't. That's dangerous. I wonder if they have a crash pad beneath him. Crash pad's like a pad that you land on that makes it a little bit softer. It's not often that directors are also the camera ops. Maybe it's, I don't work in music videos, so maybe it is more often in that world, but maybe he just really knew what he wanted that to look like. Some pajama pants? Yeah. I love that. Wonder what they mean by relax. Is it because dogs? I love dogs. I don't have a dog. I want a dog. I love dogs. So you can see here that they're using the fire to get the little flicker, but they obviously have lights so we can see them. But no, look where they have lights all up on that porch to make it pop, but they haven't lit the full building. That lets them stand out from the background. So it's the little things that kind of separate the foreground from the background that make things look cinematic. So that's really well done. Got that light over by the wall back there. They've got another light down here, down the hill. This is really making me think they're shooting at a decreased frame rate. I think I said I thought it was 18 FPS last time. Look how harsh that purple is in reality. They actually decreased it a little bit in the final cut, I think. Boy, Scenic loved that. They have to put all those pillows back for another take. Polaroid, nice.
우리가 뭔가를 제시하지 않지만 그냥 어떤 사람이 어떤 곳에 있든 그냥 우리는 살아간다라는 내용을 담고 있어요.
Yeah. They deposit because the clouds are what? You take a call.
잠깐만 기다려. 위에도 자기들끼리 체이가 나오잖아요.
Huh. So they actually wanted more sun. Often we prefer overcast because it's just more even. It's naturally diffused lighting, but I bet maybe they had a diffuser out on that kind of porch. It is. It's good to listen to pretty much any time of day, I think. I want you guys to understand how hard it is to play video games when you're not actually playing a video game. Do you know how hard it is to just like hold a controller and play Mario Kart or play anything? It never looks good. It did there, so good for them, but it's really hard to do well. So how is he watching it? Do they have a monitor set up in front of him? That's true. I mean, if you want something specific, it's better to say it before the take. Interesting that they used colored microphones on that, even though they shot it for black and white.
많은 분들에게 비춰질 거라고 저는 생각을 하고요.
V seems tired. Look at those lights. Note that they have a little bit of fog, which helps diffuse that light throughout. I just love that high harmony. What if he just said like no? He should have closed his eyes. He's a man with a plan.
연말 무대를 한번 떠나볼까요? 연말 무대를 떠나볼까요? 한번 떠나보자 하면 자, 떠나보자.
BTS. I did it with them. I feel like part of them now. Oh, what a great way to end it. Nice editing. I really appreciate how much effort they put into the behind the scenes stuff to let you step into that. They're shooting it well. They make sure they get interviews. Not an easy thing to focus on when any set is hectic. If you've ever been on a film set, it's amazing to step on and see like 500 people just scrambling around, each with their own specific thing. There's a grip moving in a light, an electrician on the crawl space above you. There's props is yelling at people touching glasses everywhere. There's greenery moving plants around. There's costumes. There's hair and makeup touching you and then it's so hard to focus. So I really appreciate that they actually do put in the effort to let us see what they're doing and how they're creating this. This was really, really fun. This was really cool. I feel like I want to rewatch the videos after I see these shooting sketches, just to like watch some of the processes of how they're going about this. The thing I really liked about Life Goes On is they talked a little bit about the lighting. And we got a little bit of a chance to see the lights. I don't think they normally show that because frankly, a lot of their viewers aren't as focused on how they achieve certain shots and how they get certain lighting as I would be. But I really liked getting to see that in the Life Goes On shooting sketch. So thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing this with me. Thanks for recommending it. We'll do the 2 ons next week, so we'll see you then.